Give me the, just give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Just give it! Damn!
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about some updates that happened to Apex Legends that fixed the game yesterday, but most importantly, what direction they're going with heirlooms, as we recently got Prestige skin, but now it looks like recolors are going to be coming to the game, and it's going to have a big impact because they might not be as expensive as you think. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's talk about Apex Legends. So yesterday, Apex Legends did push out a new update. So the Devotion Battle Pass skin that is reactive is actually now fixed. You should be able to equip it in your inventory. Along with that, if you're playing on PC, they fixed the zone so it is no longer blurring your screen. So all in all, it is nice to see some improvement in the baseline game. But going into what we know for the future of heirlooms, a lot seems to be changing very rapidly. One of the big ones is we do know that there is that reactive flatline Battle Pass skin that was data mined, and it does look like it's going to be for a special ALGS collection event. At least that was what it said last time it was in the files, but it has since been removed. We also know that in season 15 for the next season, we are going to be getting the Wraith Prestige skin for that Goth Witch thematic event. And these will contain upgrades with new select screen animations to make it a little bit more appealing, and they will retroactively be applied to the Bloodhound and Bangalore thematic skins as well, along with any additional cosmetic choices that Respawn has decided to do, which should line up some kind of lore history between Wraith and the new legend Catalyst. And also important to know is we are getting a Seer heirloom, as Kralrindo found stuff in the files that seems to indicate that Seer is next in line and has special animations where he's even able to pull out a rose very similar to what Watson does with hers and a Nessie. But what's actually taking the community by storm right now is the fact that it does seem that heirloom recolors are on the horizon. Now this first came from the mobile version of the game, and I'm Ow actually uploaded a clip of how it looks in mobile, and it's for their exclusive Legend Fade, and it has 6 forms to it. The first big thing to know is that when you get this heirloom, it is actually 100% free, which is staggering and very surprising. But there are 6 upgrades to it, each with different ways you can customize and change it, which is something that players have been asking for forever in Apex Legends. And while it may seem like this is going to be a mobile only feature, I wouldn't be too sure on that because there's a couple of things that indicate otherwise. One would be the fact that someone who leaks actually said back in 2020 that EA was talking about it in a shareholders meeting about the future of recolors added to heirlooms to help them sell more of them. Along with that, last year I actually did a video where I leaked some information about heirloom recolors being worked on, and it was the only video EA has ever striked me for. Considering that there's been a lot of things leaked in the past, especially surrounding upcoming heirlooms, yet they never ever did a strike on that, but they did on this very specific one, seems to indicate that it has been something they've been thinking about for a very long time. And you might also be thinking, well, Apex Legends Mobile is developed by a completely different team, and while it is developed by Tencent Studios, Respawn actually does all the oversight into what actually gets added into that game. You can see right here on LinkedIn, they were hiring for a lead game designer for Apex Legends Mobile at Respawn Entertainment that would be in Los Angeles on site, meaning that whatever features you see get added into the mobile game have actually been all approved by Respawn, and they're the ones that are deciding what actually gets put in at the end product. So it does seem very likely that this is just going to be a testing ground for these heirloom recolors. Now the question is whether or not they will be free or you will have to pay for them. The mobile just gives you the heirloom, the upgrades are what cost money, but we already have to pay $160 on the main game to get the heirlooms in the first place. Honestly, I think it should be free. It's absolutely no work by the developers to add in the recolor setting. As you can see here, they do it on R5 Reloaded all the time. It's just a simple setting that allows you to change it, very similar actually to the reticle color changes that you can do in the main game. It's not like they have to redesign the whole thing. Now, if they add in different cosmetic options to the heirloom, you could make a case, but just the simple concept of recoloring them should not cost anything. That being said, it is always a long time before we see mobile features uploaded over into the main game. We have things like the firing range on mobile, which is much better, and still, even though we had a leak in season 12 about the upgrades, have not seen it in the main game whatsoever. There's also the exclusive mobile Legend Fade, which has also been leaked as a future legend with the same ability, but yet once again, not in the main game or even remotely close to releasing yet. And they do have a TDM mode, and we have had similar features added, such as the new gun run LTM control mode, but we do also know that there is a TDM mode in the works on a upcoming map, but unfortunately we have not seen anything concrete coming next for that. Instead, it looks like it's going to be a scoring the ball type mode that is going to be played on old school Titanfall maps. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes them to port some of this mobile stuff over to the main game, but the indication seems that this is definitely something that they are indeed working on. Let me know down below, how do you feel about Apex Legends getting mobile recolors for their heirlooms, and do you want to see that come to the main game, and do you think it will? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the outlands, and I'll see you out there.